Hello, and welcome to 20 Minutes with Jesus. Take a slow breath. Let your heart settle for a moment. Sometimes God is not rushing you forward. He is strengthening you quietly. Let's begin. There are seasons when life feels unusually demanding, even though nothing dramatic seems to be happening on the outside. You may feel pressure, resistance, or inner fatigue without a clear explanation. In these moments, it can feel confusing, as if you are carrying weight without seeing progress. Often, this is not delay, it is preparation. God strengthens you before He advances you. Strengthening does not always look like visible growth. Sometimes it looks like endurance, sometimes it looks like patience, sometimes it looks like learning how to remain faithful when results are not immediate. God understands what lies ahead. He sees responsibilities you do not yet carry. He sees challenges you have not yet faced. He sees blessings that will require maturity to sustain. That is why He focuses on strengthening your inner life before changing your external circumstances. Strength is often built quietly. There is no applause, no recognition, no clear milestone. Instead, God works in the unseen places, shaping character, deepening trust, stabilizing faith. These quiet adjustments prepare you for what is coming. God strengthens you through pressure, not to harm you, but to form resilience. Pressure reveals where faith needs support. It exposes weaknesses not to shame you, but to strengthen them. As pressure increases, God provides grace to endure. This endurance builds spiritual muscle. Strength also comes through repetition. Faithfulness in small, ordinary moments builds capacity. Choosing obedience when it feels unnoticed strengthens discipline. Showing up consistently strengthens endurance. God values this steady faithfulness deeply. God is not preparing you for a single moment. He is preparing you for a season. This means He cares not only about what you can do, but about who you are becoming. Strengthening shapes identity. It teaches you how to remain grounded when things accelerate. God also strengthens you by slowing you down. Slowness is not weakness. It allows roots to grow deeper. It prevents superficial faith. When movement is limited, dependence increases. This dependence strengthens trust. Strengthening often feels uncomfortable. You may feel stretched. You may feel tested. You may feel tired. These sensations do not mean something is wrong. They often mean growth is happening beneath the surface. God strengthens you because He wants you ready. Ready to handle responsibility without fear. Ready to carry blessing without pride. Ready to face challenges without losing peace. Strength formed now will support you later. If today you feel like you are in a season of quiet pressure, do not rush past it. God may be strengthening you for what is ahead. This work is intentional, nothing is wasted. As this episode begins, allow yourself to trust the process. You do not need to see the outcome yet. God knows where He is leading you. And as He strengthens you, patiently, quietly, faithfully, you are becoming prepared for the next season He has already seen. When God is strengthening you for what lies ahead, His work often begins internally. Before circumstances change, the heart is shaped. This shaping is intentional and precise. God knows that external advancement without inner strength can lead to exhaustion, fear, or loss of peace. God strengthens the heart through endurance. Endurance is built when you continue walking faithfully without immediate reward. It is formed in seasons where obedience feels repetitive, unseen, or quiet. God uses these moments to build stability. Endurance teaches you how to remain steady when progress feels slow. God also strengthens the heart by deepening trust. Trust grows when you rely on God daily rather than occasionally. When answers are delayed, trust learns how to rest. When outcomes are uncertain, trust learns how to lean on God's character rather than on clarity. Strength is built through surrender. Surrender teaches the heart how to release control without fear. God strengthens you when you choose to trust Him with what you cannot manage. This surrender frees the heart from unnecessary pressure and anxiety. God strengthens the heart by refining focus. Distractions lose their grip. Comparison fades. You learn how to focus on faithfulness rather than outcomes. This clarity strengthens resolve and protects peace. Strengthening also happens through humility. God often allows limitations to remain so dependence grows. Humility reminds you that strength comes from God, not from self-effort. This awareness prevents pride and keeps the heart teachable. God strengthens you through obedience in small things. Small acts of faith build capacity. Consistency shapes character. God values faithfulness in ordinary moments because these moments prepare you for greater responsibility. Strengthening can feel uncomfortable. You may feel tested. You may feel stretched. You may feel weary. These feelings do not mean you are failing. They often indicate growth beneath the surface. God's strengthening work is not always felt as strength in the moment. It is revealed later. God strengthens you by teaching patience. Patience develops when timing does not match expectation. Waiting becomes training. God uses waiting to align desires, refine motives, and deepen peace. Strength also comes through correction. God gently corrects attitudes that could hinder future growth. Correction is not rejection, it is preparation. God removes what would weaken you later. God strengthens you because He is preparing you for sustainability. He does not want you to collapse under future weight. He wants you stable, grounded, and resilient. Strength formed now will carry you through seasons that require courage and consistency. Strengthening often happens quietly. There may be no visible sign that something is changing. Yet God is working deeply. He is shaping the heart to handle what is coming without losing balance. If today you feel like you are in a season of inner work, honor it. Do not rush the process. God's strengthening is intentional and perfectly timed. As this episode continues, allow yourself to trust that what feels slow is not stagnant. God is building strength within you that will support you when the next season unfolds. What lies ahead may require courage, wisdom, and endurance. And God is ensuring that your heart is ready. There is a reason this season feels demanding even when life looks ordinary on the outside. God is not wasting this time. He is strengthening you intentionally for what is ahead. What you are building now, quietly and often invisibly, will be required later. God strengthens before He releases. He knows what is coming. He sees responsibilities you cannot yet imagine. He understands the emotional, spiritual, and relational weight of future seasons. That is why He focuses on your inner life now. Strength must be formed before it is tested. Strength is not built in ease. It is built through resistance, through repetition, through staying faithful when motivation fades and results are delayed. God allows resistance not to frustrate you, but to form you. Resistance reveals where strength must grow. This strengthening process often feels lonely. You may feel misunderstood. You may feel unseen. You may wonder why things feel heavier than they should. God sees this too. He knows how isolating preparation can feel. Still, He remains present, working deeply within you. God strengthens you by stretching your capacity. He allows you to carry more emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Not to break you, but to expand you. Stretching creates space. Space for wisdom. Space for discernment. Space for deeper trust. This expansion is uncomfortable, but necessary. Without stretching, growth is limited. God stretches you because what is ahead requires more than what you carried before. He is increasing your capacity so future seasons do not overwhelm you. God also strengthens your discernment. As you mature, you learn to recognize what deserves your energy and what does not. You become less reactive. You respond with wisdom rather than emotion. This discernment protects you later, when decisions carry greater weight. Strength is also formed through disappointment. Disappointment teaches realism. It removes illusions. It forces reliance on God rather than on expectations. God uses disappointment to strengthen trust that is not dependent on outcomes. God strengthens you by refining motivation. He exposes areas where approval, recognition, or success influenced your faith. This refinement purifies obedience. You learn to obey because you trust God, not because you expect immediate reward. This kind of obedience is strong. It lasts. It endures pressure. It remains faithful when unseen. God strengthens your emotional resilience. You learn how to sit with discomfort without panic. You learn how to wait without despair. You learn how to carry uncertainty without losing peace. These skills will be essential later. Strengthening also reshapes how you handle pressure. Pressure no longer immediately overwhelms you. You breathe through it. You pray through it. You trust God through it. This resilience does not appear suddenly. It is built slowly, faithfully, over time. God strengthens you through obedience that feels ordinary. Daily faithfulness builds extraordinary endurance. Showing up, choosing integrity, staying consistent. These actions seem small, but they form a strong foundation. God is not preparing you for applause. He is preparing you for responsibility. Responsibility requires strength of character. It requires humility. It requires stability. God forms these qualities now so you are not shaken later. Strengthening also teaches you how to rest. Rest becomes intentional rather than reactive. You learn how to rest before burnout rather than after collapse. This wisdom will protect you in future seasons. God strengthens you because He loves you. He does not want success to harm you. He does not want blessing to destabilize you. He does not want growth to outpace maturity. Every stretch, every delay, every quiet test has purpose. If today you feel like you are carrying weight without explanation, trust that God is strengthening you. This work is not visible yet, but it is essential. What lies ahead will require courage. It will require wisdom. It will require endurance. And God is ensuring that when that season arrives, you are not scrambling to become strong. You will already be strengthened. Remain faithful. Remain patient. Remain close to God. The strength you are building now will sustain you later. And God, who sees the end from the beginning, is forming you with great care. Let's pray together, God. We come before you acknowledging that you see more than we do. You see what lies ahead. You know the weight, the responsibility, and the growth that future seasons will require. Today, we choose to trust that the strengthening we are experiencing now is purposeful. Thank you for working in us quietly. Even when we don't see immediate results, you are forming something solid within us. Thank you for caring enough to prepare us before you move us forward. Thank you for valuing our wholeness more than our speed. God, help us not to resist this season. When pressure feels heavy, remind us that you are expanding our capacity. When waiting feels long, remind us that you are aligning our hearts. When faithfulness feels unseen, remind us that nothing done in obedience is wasted. We surrender our impatience to you. We release the need to rush the process. We release the urge to compare our journey with others. We release the belief that growth must always be visible. Teach us to trust your timing. God, strengthen our inner life. Build endurance where we feel weary. Build resilience where we feel stretched. Build wisdom where we feel uncertain. Shape our character so it can sustain what you are preparing to entrust to us. Let our strength be rooted in humility, dependence, and trust in you. God, refine our motivations. Remove anything that would weaken us later. Pride, insecurity, fear of approval, or the need for recognition. Purify our obedience so it flows from love rather than pressure. Help us remain faithful in ordinary moments. Teach us how to show up consistently. Teach us how to rest wisely. Teach us how to carry responsibility without losing peace. Let strength form quietly, deeply, and securely within us. God, protect our hearts during this process. When discouragement tries to speak, replace it with truth. When doubt rises, anchor us in your promises. When fatigue sets in, draw us closer to your presence. We trust you with what you are building. We trust you with the timing. We trust you with the process. We trust you with the future you already see. Thank you for strengthening us not just for success, but for sustainability. Thank you for preparing us with care and patience. Thank you for walking with us through every step of growth. We rest in your work today. Amen. As we come to the end of this episode, hold this truth gently. God never strengthens you without purpose. What feels demanding now is not random. It is preparation. Even when progress is not visible, growth is taking place beneath the surface. You are not being delayed, you are being formed. Strength does not always feel like power. Often, it feels like endurance. It feels like continuing when motivation is low. It feels like choosing faithfulness when recognition is absent. God sees this kind of strength, and He values it deeply. As you return to your day, resist the urge to measure growth by outward signs alone. Much of what God builds happens quietly. Stability, discernment, resilience, these are not immediately visible, but they sustain everything that follows. God is preparing you for sustainability. He is not interested in moving you forward quickly if it would cost you peace later. He is shaping your inner life so future responsibilities do not overwhelm you. Strength formed now will support you when pressure increases. If today you feel tired, allow yourself to rest. If today you feel stretched, trust the process. If today you feel unsure, stay close to God. Each response is part of growth. Remain faithful in small moments. Remain attentive to God's presence. Remain patient with yourself. The work happening within you is not wasted. God is not preparing you for applause. He's preparing you for responsibility, stewardship, and lasting faithfulness. As you continue walking with Him, allow trust to grow alongside strength. Let patience shape your responses. Let peace guide your decisions. And let humility keep your heart open. You may not yet see what God is preparing you for, but He does. He sees the season ahead clearly, and He is ensuring that when that time arrives, you are not scrambling to become strong. You will already be strengthened. Thank you for spending this time here. If this episode encouraged your heart, continue walking in faithfulness. Allow God to keep shaping you quietly, deeply, and wisely. Remain grounded, remain faithful, remain close to God. He is building strength within you, and He will carry that work forward with care.